everybody, it's Danielle and welcome to the Danielle Jean Show, and today I'm going to be talking about the time Canada wouldn't let me back in the United States. So when I was on a family vacation when I was about 10 years old, we were in Montana. We were exploring Glacier National Park, and part of the park goes into Canada. So this is before you needed a passport to go into Canada and things like that. So we decided we were going to explore the other part of the national park. It was my mom, my dad, and my grandparents on my dad's side of the family, and our dog at the time. We get in the car and going through the border, no problem. We went to Canada, we went shopping. I got this cute little red sweater that said Canada on it, and we took pictures, had a good time. A couple hours later, we did this little loop and we came out on the other side of the national park. And at the Border Patrol, they're like, anything to declare? They're like, nope. They're like, can we see how many people you have in your vehicle? My dad was like, sure, open the thing. And it was dad, mom, grandma, grandpa, me, and the dog. And it was like, all of a sudden they were like, wait here. So they thought that my parents had kidnapped me. So they had to run a missing persons search and all these other things, and they had to verify that my parents were who they said they were, because my mom did not bring my birth certificate with. Recently, within the past 2 years of going to Canada, my mom's husband, my dad, had adopted me, so we didn't have all the appropriate paperwork to prove that I was their kid. So we had to call a lot of people, and there was lots of running around and scrambling, and it was super crazy. And I just remember sitting in the back of the car just being like, this is just weird, because I was like, and they asked me a few questions while I was sitting in the car, and they were like, who are these people? And little 10-year-old me was like, my dad, my mom, my grandparents, my dog. And they were like, well, what were you doing? And I was like, we were in Glacier National Park and looking at waterfalls and mountains and glacier things and trees and having a good time. They were like, well, you can be honest with us, you're safe. And I'm like, no, I'm telling the truth, no big deal. And this took us, an hour and a half while we were at the Canadian border in Montana. Just chilling. We had to get a hold of some family to prove that I was who I said I was by faxing stuff and copying things, and it was a huge kerfuffle. And yeah, it was nuts. It was crazy. And so we're just sitting there at the Canadian Border Patrol doing nothing. And then they were finally like, okay, we have all the appropriate paperwork, sorry for the hassle. Where they're just like, lots of people like to, travel through and bring kids through that, they've kidnapped. And I'm like, oh God, that's terrifying. But yeah, so I got stopped at the Canadian Border Patrol as a 10-year-old. Because that's exciting. Which is really funny, because that was the first time I went to Canada. The second time I went to Canada was with my other grandparents and my mom and dad, and we didn't have any problem. Plus they took my cousin with. We had all the paperwork, all the everything. Nope, that was peaches. Super, super easy. I don't know. I looked like I was a stolen child when I was 10. Don't know why. But I haven't been to Canada since, plus I don't have a passport. I've told this story a bunch of times to other people, and I'm the only person this has ever happened to. So yeah, I don't know. Apparently I looked like I was a stolen child. But I wasn't, thankfully. So yeah, that was the time I got stopped in Canada because I thought I was stolen. Fun times. Little update. I'm going into my last month of college, so I'm hoping to maintain my Tuesday upload schedule to both the Danielle Jean Show and Danielle Bowser. Hopefully all my videos are still going to be coming out every week on either channel. It's just crunch time. I've got finals and projects and things like that, so I really hope that everything goes smoothly. As always, links to my social media are down in the description below. If you like what I do, hit that like button. You can also check out other videos that I have done. And make sure you subscribe to both of my channels, The Danielle Jean Show and Danielle Bowser. I post videos every Tuesday on one or the other channel. Right now, it's the first two Tuesdays of the month is Danielle Bowser, and the last 2 Tuesdays of the month, depending on how everything falls, is the Danielle Jean Show. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!